Sunday morning, September 15th. I'm gonna make this quick, but I just want to give a big congratulations to Gut on his win.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
This is huge. Just gift wrapped. AJ Brown, T. Higgins, like what are they doing? I'm sick. I'm sick right now, and I'm showing up to work. Like AJ Brown and T. Higgins needs to get their shit together. Josh Downs. Josh Downs is the only one you can yell at me for. He's fucking toast. Yeah, I just randomly call it cold. It's fucking 85 degrees outside.
And you shook my hand, bitch?
Yeah. Congratulations, baby. Yeah, guaranteed win. Just absolute. Christmas came early for this motherfucker. I've never once had fun playing fantasy football in my life. And he's going and he's going right in. Great job. Nah, I'd actually kill AJ Brown right now if he walked in. I'd beat the shit out of him. You guys don't think I could?
I think if you walked in this room, I think you'd shit a brick.
I wouldn't shit anything. I would just beat the shit out of him.
I'll beat you one time in the nose and all that stuff.
He doesn't even have a fucking hamstring. He's a loser. Him and T. Higgins. Like what are you doing in practice that you pull your hamstring? You've been playing for the last 8 weeks. You've been in. A hamstring can't be anything. It's just a hamstring. Like dial the fuck in. I'm so jealous that you get a huge win this week.
Because my team's gonna choke away. That matchup's gonna.
Nah, I'm done with football. This is my last year in the football, Indy.
What are you pivoting to?
I might try to get an internship at Snapback and work my way up the ranks. Hope they take me to a cricket match. I'll do anything other than fucking deal with guys who pull their hamstrings. Yeah, anyways, like I said, I was gonna keep it light. Congrats to Gut on a 3-game win streak already.
You are my toy, but I could be the boy. You want to see something cool? I have 36 fucking points. And now, no, I'm not. Marvin Harrison just caught a 23-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that happened, huh? Yeah.
Live as I turn the camera.
Yeah. Wow.
Look, there's Marv. Touchdown.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is fucking
That's
good.
not even like some crazy.
This would happen when I'm playing him. He has 1.4 fantasy points last week. Now he's got like 25 in the first quarter.
That was the dagger.
Fuck. Shut up. Don't even start. Don't even.
A hamstring can't be anything. It's just a hamstring. Like dial fucking.
All right, today is Friday, September 13th. It's my dad's birthday. Shout out to you.
Yo, I feel like it's always your dad's birthday.
Jalen just always has a birthday.
Once a year, he somehow pulls that off once a year. Yeah.
Well, no, that picture you put up that picture with him all the time.
It's like the only picture we have together.
Well, that's why it registers in my head. Like
It was
his dad's birthday.
it was Father's Day a couple months ago.
Okay. That's it. Can you send me that? I'm gonna start posting that. On my mom's birthday. We found out today that I'm the best on the planet at something.
Nick is still the woke contestant. He somehow, through 4 deal or no deal games, has picked literally the worst player at the start every single time, and we did the math on that. Picking the worst player out of 10 players 4 times is a 1 in 10,000 chance.
I'm getting too old for deal or no deal. Would you date me?
Hell no.
What do you mean? Hell no, you're taking me out.
Very elegant.
Thank you.
Honestly, like not that bad of a punishment.
Nah, it literally feels like I'm wearing a tank top.
Yeah. Just so the camera knows, the show starts in an hour. Like he's just voluntarily.
He just did it.
I wanted to try it on, see what it was all about, and then I put it on, and I understand why girls wear this stuff. It's free. It must be nice being a girl, not having a schlong just like popping around all day.
Yeah.
You know, you don't gotta worry about that kind of stuff. Think about making the move. Thoughts, Scott? Sick.
Think about making the move is crazy.
It was only up to go for me, you know, so that's when I probably got to walk away from the game. Pick the worst case 4 straight games in a row. We did the calculations. Sexy just pulled that out really quickly somehow. We were like 1 over 10 over 10 over 10. He was like 1 in 10,000. So I think it might be higher. I felt like he undersold that. I'm a 1 in 10,000 type dude, you know. They just don't make them like me no more.
That's like cool to say. Like, yeah, we got luck on our sides, as in like the chance of like we can nail 1 in 10,000 shot, but it's also like bad luck. You got like the 1 in 10,000 worst outcome.
I just took what I thought was going to be the best deals. Normally, if you don't do that, you end up with the worst players. So for me, quite simple strategy. Went in, Nick with Kavondre Turpin. We'll see how it turns out. And again, by the time you're watching this, I could have lost and be singing for next week. You never know with how these things turn out. Christian Kirk could get hurt. Christian Kirk could have 0 targets. It could be Christian Kirk has 1 target for 5 yards. and Zeke has 6 carries for 20 yards. And Charbonnet starts for Seattle and wins.
No.
So it's like a really, you don't know. You have no idea.
Hate Deal or No Deal, like just with a fucking fiery passion, but I know you guys like it, so I'll keep absolutely taking bullets to the chest for you. I kind of forget how fucking insane in-season stuff is. The way it works typically, really, I wake up Sunday morning and then I wake up again on like Thursday. That's kind of how the weeks go in season. Sundays, obviously, we're just watching the games, but from like Monday when I wake up until pretty much we film the last thing on Wednesday, I don't really get to do anything else or think about anything else. It's just so many videos and so much content and so many things are being done within those like 3-day periods where I typically get to like kind of chill when Thursdays come around, but then that's also, I know that. So then everything that happens like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where people are like, yo, can you do this? I'm like, I can't. Like put it on Thursday. Then Thursday comes around and becomes a really fucking busy day too. So the end season stuff is, it's a lot. It's been really fun this year, especially with the new league, Your Idiot League Mates. That's been kind of like my main focus. And I love the fact that I'm only in one league and I'm like really focused on that. Doesn't hurt that my team is looking pretty good right now. We've kind of, I don't want to say avoided injuries because T. Higgins literally got like pulled his hamstring 5 seconds after I drafted him. Josh Downs, Jordan Addison, all that kind of fucking bullshit. But outside of those guys, like there were some major injuries in the NFL at this point. You know, the Pukas, whatever. I actually benefited from that because I got Cooper Kupp. I've never once had fun playing fantasy football in my life. Nah, I'd actually kill AJ Brown right now if he walked in. I'd beat the shit out of him. You guys don't think I could?
I think if you walked in this room, I think you'd shit a brick.
I wouldn't shit anything. I would just beat the shit out of him.
Idiot League Mates is fucking pumping and dumping right now. Last week, in the week 1 of Idiot League Mates, I went 1-0, but after Thursday Night Football, I was down bad because I was facing Xavier Worthy, Lamar Jackson, and Zay Flowers, and I had Travis Kelce who flopped, and now the same exact thing is happening in week 2. After Thursday Night Football, Tua Tagovailoa died on the field, and I am facing Devon Achane, full PPR league, who dropped 30. I have Jalen Waddle, who dropped 8. Thursday Night Football, I'm 0 for 2 so far this year, but maybe, just maybe, my team on Sunday could step up and we could start off the season 2-0, regardless of how Thursday Night Primetime goes. Staying optimistic, it worked out last time. I believe in my guys, I believe in my squad, I believe in the boys I took on draft day. We'll see if they pull up in week 2.
Got any predictions this week? Because you were spot on last week.
Yeah, so that's actually true. I actually do think this week Adam is the highest scorer in the league, and I face him. Like, no jinx shit. I legitimately think if life on the line, J-Mo had to pick the highest scorer of the week, I think it's Adam. He's got Amon-Ra, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin, who all face each other. Highest projected game of the week. And Justin Fields and Malik Willis. 2 risky backs, but they might be running for their life and getting like 20 fantasy points just because they're running on the ground.
Just hit him with the congratulations on a big win.
Matt, we don't even have Matt in the league.
Yeah.
That's actually insane. Adam, congrats on the dub. Shout out to you. Big week for you. Kamara going for 4 yugs. The scary part is like, not scary, but like, if Kamara actually scores a 4th one and I lose this week still, like I'm just a cone. Like that's just embarrassing.
That's what you're scared about right now?
Yeah,
The scary part?
I said scared.
That's what you're fucking scared about right now?
Is that your running back has 4 touchdowns
That'd
possibly?
be my nightmare.
I'm so sorry. God, I'm sick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about your Idiot League Mates just because like we talk about it all the time in the other videos. So if you want to hear me yap about your Idiot League Mates, go check out the channel Your Idiot League Mates, and that's where you can hear me yap and bitch and complain, or watch the vlogs. Then you can see me in pain and agony, or the TikTok that Joe put together of me in pain and misery from my lovely Carolina Panthers.
But the league itself has been really fun. We actually just brought someone on to the team. His name's Camden. Some of you guys might have seen him on TikTok. His TikTok is All Talk Sports. We'll put that in the description below. He's a creator. He applied for the internship job. He had applied for other things before that we have put out, other internship spots, I believe. I was, just impressed with his work, and him continuing to come back tells me that he's like passionate and wants to really be a part of it. And so he just started pretty much yesterday or today, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. He'll be doing the graphics on our Instagrams for both fantasy. So we have our fantasy Instagram, which is at BDGE Fantasy, and then we have at Your Idiot League Mates. So he'll be making the graphics for all those things. He'll be cutting up clips for the Your Idiot League Mates episodes that are going live. So those will go live, the clips that he makes on Instagram, TikTok, etc. I also think if he has leftover time, what I want to do is continue to make more footage from these vlog videos, because I personally think they're some of our best content, if not our best content that we put out weekly. And I don't feel like we do a good job of spreading it or sharing it to other platforms. And like, only you guys who watch our trivia stuff and watch everything that we put out are like the core audience members that will watch these. But we have so many other channels and we have big audiences on other platforms, and I feel like this amazing content almost obviously doesn't go to waste because you guys watch it and really enjoy it, but I want more people to see it. So I want him to come in, and if he has more time, to focus on the vlog as well and cutting it up and sharing it, expanding that type of footage. So hopefully Camden comes in and just, you know, dominates off the rip.
One thing that did happen this week is that we booked a trip where all of BDGE will be leaving and going to the Georgia versus Texas football game. I believe it's October 15th, 16th, whatever that weekend is. So now that I think of it, we won't be launching merch on October 15th when we're in Texas. So let's go ahead and scratch that and push that back a week. But the boys will be going to the Georgia versus Texas game. We'll be playing some trivia beforehand. We'll be hanging out with Colt McCoy.
The idea came from Jack, because Jack went to Texas. They were covering the game. They're going to a game every Saturday for college football. And we're doing a trivia event Thursday night there at the University of Texas. And we're going to be there from Wednesday night all the way through the following Monday. So we'll probably film some Your Idiot League Mates content there. We'll do the trivia event. We'll go to a tailgate, whatever.
I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Again, it's another one where we get all the guys together. There's a grill. So, you know, steaks are going to be made, going to be halved. Football game, Texas versus Georgia, should be an elite game. Do I expect both of them to be in the same spot they are right now? Yes, I think they're both going to be a top 3, top 4, top 5 team. I don't see either of them getting knocked off beforehand. The tickets right now are insanely expensive. But the overall trivia event that we're going to do, the tailgate stuff we're going to do, the opportunities we're going to have being there, the women we're going to see, it should be a lot of fun. I just had to slide it in there. But no, it should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to just be able to, like, when we're all together, just like bonding, not in the office and like in our own environment, I think we're almost become closer just because we're all in a different environment, but we're together. So we kind of stick together more. So it's kind of like a cool dynamic. It's a lot of fun to be around. Are you coming for that? Duh. So we'll have Joe too. That will be a fucking movie. Plus we're gonna have Casey, Jack, and all the crew. So it should be a ton of fun.
So that being said, for the trivia event, it's going to be like 8 frats competing against each other. And then as like judges or hosts, myself, Jack, and Colt McCoy will be the 3 guys kind of up there presenting the trivia game and hosting it. Because Colt McCoy we obviously work with Underdog. Underdog's like our biggest sponsor. Colt McCoy works for Underdog Fantasy now, and obviously Jack and Snapback also work with Underdog. So there's a lot of like inclusion there. So he's a legend at the University of Texas. Obviously, he'll get a lot of pull to the bar that we've already rented out. So we're throwing the event. Gonna be fun as fuck. So if you are in Texas for the game, if you're a student at University of Texas, let us know down below. We will be selling tickets to the event. I don't think they'll be that expensive. Me and Jack were kind of brainstorming yesterday about pricing for the event. The game itself could be one of the games of the year. I believe they're 1 and 2 in the country right now. So like, we picked a fucking good one to go to. We're also trying to organize the whole frat thing. So if you somehow both fall into the category of being a student at the University of Texas and watch these and are in a frat, that would be perfect. We would love for you to reach out to us if that is the case. So comment down below if you're a student there, and you'll hear a lot more about that event from us over the next month or so. But it's gonna be fucking hype. We booked the flights, we booked the Airbnb, everything's booked, everything's in the novels. That's gonna be fucking featured film.
So if you're going to be at that game, hit us up. We're hoping it's the most anticipated game of the year. We're hoping by the time that comes, they'll be the #1 and #2 ranked schools in the country. So hoping the hype is there. We're hyped to be there regardless. And hopefully we'll see some of you out there. This week we picked out a final hoodie and design and printer for the merch. I said last week, like, there's a couple things we got to juggle, a couple things we got to figure out. Which hoodie do we want, what color on the hoodie, which design do we want, and who do we want printing them? Good news is Myong won the printing contest. So what we're going to do is use none of these. What the hoodies are going to be is going to be the tan hoodie, just like the tan cream, same shit, just like the cream triple stack. This one doesn't have the sticker. We're going to be taking the triple stack logo and putting it on here. These are just samples that didn't work out because, like, we don't give a fuck about Adidas. This shit's thin as hell. I actually was looking for the real sample today because we did have Myong put one on here to see what it would look like, and he did a good job. but I think Nick took it home, so that one's gone. One option we did consider, we thought about black. I don't know how well you can see this on camera. Like, you could see at the top of the logo, there's like a weird white outline. It's like just not great. This one, we did not choose. Let's make this clear. We're not rolling with this one, but this one I really liked. It's a gray hoodie, and it was with a stitched logo. The colors fucking scream. It's a little blocky and weird around the black part. That's like a little chunky, but overall, I love the stitching. Again, we're not going with this, so I might steal this one sample we have and just rock the one of one ever. Regardless, it's good to have merch going forward. I did say last week, it's not going to be like a huge launch like the t-shirts. The t-shirts, we had 300, 400, 500 t-shirts by the end of the 2 drops. Hoodies, I think it's going to be a one-time drop, about 125. Limited edition. I said last time, first come, first serve. That principle still applies. And I did say we're aiming for October, and I didn't really like throwing out that date because as it was very bullish, as everything went okay. I think in the middle, sometime October, we will be able to start distributing merch because we have the hoodies coming in. It'll take 1 week for Myung to print them. Once they're printed, let's try and do the math. I'll try and work out a launch date on camera. Today is Friday the 13th. Let's just assume the hoodies get here by the 20th. That even feels like a little far, but let's be conservative. They get here the 20th. Myung is done with them by the 28th. Say I bring them to him the 21st. He's done by the 28th. We have the hoodies. Now we need to put them on and time them up with the date. Pictures of us in the hoodie so we could throw that on the website. That might take a couple days just because we get the hoodies done on Monday and Joe comes in on Wednesdays or Fridays. It's obviously an extra 2 or 4 day gap of which we won't have the pictures ready, putting us a week into October. So again, I think that 2nd or 3rd week of October feels like a very graspable date. We might like slap a November 1st launch date on it just to like, that sounds cleaner, like November 1st merch drops rather than like October 18th, just like a random day. But either way, whenever it happens, the launch is coming. I can't wait for those photos because I'm going to post them on Instagram 1000%. I got to start thinking of a caption now. Pretty happy about merch.
I will talk about something I was super fucking hyped to talk about, and it's completely off topic. You can put this like in its own little category of the vlog. Like this can just be at the end if you really want to. There's a lot of people that are coming in that I think are new to BDGE and or just aren't quite familiar with our vlogs, don't really know whatever, and are just kind of coming on to stuff. And I get the same comments every single video. I actually don't have them in right now because they're charging. Gut, why do you wear AirPods 24/7? Odds on Gut wearing AirPods minus 5,000. Gut AirPods, what is he listening to? How does Nick allow him to listen to it? Blah, blah, blah. All that bullshit. Well, I'll tell you. I listen to a fuck ton of music. Like, music is my way of coping with shit and, like, life. I have the minutes here just because, like, it's a funsy thing to talk about. I'm on Spotify, so it's minutes, not hours. But last year, I had 121,355 minutes, which is on my lower end of listening to minutes in a year. My average is 156,342 minutes listened per year over the past 7 years. I've been on the Spotify Premium. They've been having the Wrapped, whatever it is. Highest year was 247,777 minutes played. So yeah, I listen to way more music than the average human should. I feel like the average in this office is probably 21,000, let alone 121,000. And I put together a list of artists for you guys to listen to depending on your vibe. This is what I said by it's completely off topic. 0 people might like care about this, but I think it's fun because I listen to a fuck ton and I feel like I have decent, well-rounded verse of music. So for the fall season, I put together a granola category. So if you listen to granola music, different artists that I've enjoyed that I like. Some of them are pretty basic, but my favorite one is definitely John Vincent III. His music is gas. That's probably not the best way to describe it. It's very great. I absolutely love it. He's one of my top artists every year. He's fantastic. Chase Penna, I think is how you pronounce it. It's the end with a little thingy over top. His music's really good. He gives a good granola vibe. Obviously, Bon Iver is the GOAT. Like, no one really beats him and his music. Hozier's obviously good. Noah Khan's obviously new and on the rise, and everybody knows who he is. Those are kind of the granola vibe guys that I really like in that category. For soft music, I listen to a ton of soft music. I'm a depressed person. I'm pretty open about that. I've talked about that in the past. So I listen to a lot of soft, sad, acoustic, whatever type of music. I don't really listen to much rap at all. Like, people are always like, what do you listen to, Kendrick? I'm like, no. Like, I just don't listen to a lot of rap. I listen to a bunch of other stuff. Some softer music that I really, really enjoy. Cigarettes After Sex, banger. They are like the greatest ever. Might be like my favorite. I have a sweatshirt coming in the mail from them. Rowan Drake is also really good, and Montel Fish. Those are the chef kiss of music, the industry. I love them. They're softer music again, so if you don't enjoy that, that's fine. Indie music, I had Edwin Raphael, Saint Kid, Somber is like top for me. And then Artemis or Artemis, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Artemas. He's a pretty big artist. He has some really, really big hits, but I like a lot of his stuff. He just came out with a pretty good, I think it's an EP. I don't even think it's a full album, but it's really good. Some indie rock that I listen to that I really like. Max Fry, Hey Nothing, and David is pretty good indie rock. I think it's really good. Rock, metal, this is like for like people that like hard shit. Dayseeker's really good. Crim, I really am on to now. He's a younger artist. Flyleaf is an old one. And then my favorite band of all time, absolutely at the top, is Nothing Nowhere. They are just elite, and they have, and Nothing Nowhere is like every genre, so it's pretty cool. Acoustic music that I really like. Normal the Kid is a great artist. He's one of my favorite as well. He's on like a ton of my playlist. Nick Wilson is elite. Sleeping at Last, a lot of people know. Maybe just know the songs, not as much the artist. Novo Armor and Dermont Kennedy are some top guys that I listen to. And to finish it out with sad songs that I really like. These are just songs, not artists. Sleep Patterns by Merchant Ships, elite banger. Lover of Mine by John Vincent III, who I spoke on earlier. I Think About You by Sweet Boy. Losing by Spooky Ghost Boy. Wooden Home by Nothing Nowhere. And Unmarked Grave by Never Forever. That's the list that I made, and this was what I had a lot of fun with. And this is going out to thousands of people, me being very vulnerable in my music taste and what I listen to on a daily basis. I kind of want to wrap this all up by it is Suicide Awareness Month. I know I yapped about men's mental health awareness month. Normally no one ever talks about this. No one gives a fuck, whatever, gut. Yeah, no one yaps about it. But I think it's pretty important, and I do care about it. But that's why I'm pretty vulnerable with you guys. That's why I open up to you guys. I'm someone that experiences depression. I go to a therapist. I have all that, whatever. Nick knows music is my coping mechanism. Nick doesn't care that I wear AirPods. And that's like kind of the environment we have here. We're very open about it. And we can talk about those conversations. We can go to Nick, all that sort of stuff. And I want you guys to feel that same way. If you want to come to us or you want to go to someone, if you ever think about those thoughts, whatever, have those moments, you can go to someone. And there's a ton of people out there that care. We give a shit. Everyone gives a shit that you come back today, tomorrow, the next day after that. Don't be on window watch. And if you are, reach out to somebody. And we're happy that you're here. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to yap about. It was a long yap sesh. That's probably going to go at the end of this. Who gives a fuck?
I got two underdog games that you could take to parlay for a lot of money. The Raiders are plus. Actually, the line moved. They were like 9.5. I feel like 2 days ago. They're 8. Raiders win that straight up, and then
No spread, just
straight up, and the Falcons win Monday Night Football against Philly. You parlay those two together, you're gonna be sitting pretty at the end of the week. Wow.
What's the odds?
It'll be sitting like gut in fantasy.
I've never been in that moment, but you think that's like
Obvious.
number one rule. Like, don't throw it forward.
Look at you. Telling the future.
It's the only thing that went.
That's a
wrong for me
nice
today.
chunk for JL. That's like 4 points.
The only thing that went correct. I mean, I did predict gut beating me, so I guess I am 2 for 2. Raiders, now we got the Falcons Monday night. It's unfortunate you guys are actually going to watch this after it happened. So I was telling you to put money on it, so that didn't actually work.